AMC is getting ready to go crazy, or at the very least just move big. And I'm talking about big to the upside. And there's one thing in particular today that is giving me a clear sign of this, as well as other multiple things. And that's what we're going to cover in this video, as well as go over the 13F filings, the Ortex data, the Stonko tracker data, as well as the buy to sell ratio for AMC and what is going on in the overall markets that you need to know. But keep in mind, AMC is very, very volatile. A lot of options contracts expiring this Friday, a lot of them in the money, more of them out of the money. So expect some big moves over the next couple of days to wrap up this week. But as always, keep in mind, this goes without saying, I am not a financial advisor, not a financial planner, or anybody else that is going to tell you what to do with your position, whether it's to buy more or to sell. I am not that guy, just here to provide you guys my opinions as well as the data that you guys need to know. So keep that in mind. Let's get into this video. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing. Check out the links in the description with Moomoo. Use that link in the description. Get up to 5 free stocks when you open a brokerage account. More details on that when you click on that link. So let's talk about AMC. It is a very volatile day today, going from negative to positive. Now we're on a more bullish trajectory, seeing a lot of volatility overall. We were just neutral on the day. Now we're up about 0.5%. So by the time you guys see this video, it could be a little bit different, but everything applies with what I am saying in this video, no matter what happens towards the really the last half an hour of trading here to go. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's get straight into the bullish thesis on why I am making these claims, why I think AMC is about to move big or go absolutely crazy. And the biggest thing today really comes down to what is happening in the overall markets and what AMC is doing. So we are up over 0.5% right now. We should not be up this much today, and we really shouldn't be seeing this bullish activity overall. We only have 18.1 million for volume, so it's a very low volume day, and we're starting to go up quite rapidly right now. But what is happening in the overall markets today? The Russell 2000, these are companies that are comparable to AMC, is down 1.18% on average. So the Russell 2000 is taking a hit today, as well as the overall markets. The Dow Jones down 0.62%, S&P down 0.23%, and the Nasdaq down 0.24%. What you guys need to know is this should not be happening with AMC stock. We should not be up over 0.5% when the overall indexes are getting destroyed. And the Russell 2000, which, like I said, most comparable to stocks like AMC, that is getting absolutely crushed down over 1%. This move is unprecedented. Now almost up 1% with the stock, and we are holding up at these elevated levels with this low volume, now approaching $44. So by tomorrow or by Friday, if we do break above 44, you're going to see a lot of trading algorithms buy the stock and to help push that bid to ask up. And that's ultimately going to drive more people into AMC, specifically if the market does continue to sell off and AMC does continue to divert the markets by going up as the markets go down. People are going to flock to AMC as a trade and as a hedge to their portfolio, potentially. And that is the main thesis of this, really revolving around this $44 level, and the fact that we are so bullish on a technical basis here. You even have analysts and articles, analysts writing articles about this bullish setup on AMC, that we could be getting ready for another big pop towards the end of the year here. So all of that leads me to believe we're going to see a massive rally, as well as the option activity that we are seeing right now expiring on this Friday. Take a look at this, guys. Just some massive numbers for open interest contracts that are already deeper into the money, like the $40 strike sitting at 11,500 for open interest, 6,100 for open interest, 7,500 for open interest, but just out of the money at, say, the $43 strike, 12,000 for open interest, almost 10,000 for open interest at the $44 strike, and the $45 strike, 22,744 for open interest. These are very high numbers, leading to the $50 strike right here, the big one for open interest, 30,000 contracts that are being held in people's brokerage accounts. So keep in mind, guys, you're going to see a lot of volatility around this, and the fact that AMC is doing the opposites of its peers is a huge sign to me and something to pay attention to. This is not to say make a bunch of trades based off of what I'm saying in this video. That is to say this is a fact here, and this is playing out like we called out in the other previous videos. and we're likely to see a rally, but it's not always going to happen the way that it looks. And you guys obviously know that if you've been invested in AMC for a while. So I'm just saying, take this with caution, but it's definitely a time to be optimistic nevertheless. So let's move on to the other things that you guys need to know. The Stocko Tracker data, since we were talking about the gamma squeeze, and we are looking at 44,000 calls that are in the money currently, out of the money calls at 257,000. So we have a lot of options that are out of the money. Like we said, we kind of broke that down, but still 44,000 calls that are in the money. These are really being hedged for today. So I don't think you're seeing a lot of shorting. I don't think you're seeing a lot of buying overall, but the market makers are doing a lot of hedging today, and that is going to help boost us up really over $44. Like I said, that's where you do go crazy. Now December 17th, that's the next biggest expiration. 37,000 calls that are in the money, 203,000 calls that are out of the money. So by the time this rolls around, you're going to see a lot of calls that are in the money and out of the money as well. And January 21st, 2022 is going to be that big expiration week in general. So keep all of this in mind. Don't, go off of directly, hey, this is looking good, it's going to happen, I'm going to YOLO a lot of calls. Not what I'm saying whatsoever. But let's talk about the Ortex data next, and these estimates are just wrong, saying 15.5% short interest of free float. We know these are wrong. We know the data is not correct here, but the exchange reported short interest is very bullish as well. We should be getting this updated here very shortly. The release date was November 9th, settlement date October 29th, shorted shares of about 94 million, and short interest of free float at 18.5%. And share utilization is at 80.37%, going down over the past 7 days about 5.9%, meaning there's more shares available to be sold short right now than there has been in the recent past. Free flow out on loans 17.73%. So that's really what you guys need to know. Days to cover very high as we do have low volume. That is just priming us for a big move to the upside. Whenever the shorts do try to cover, it's going to be pretty hard to cover on your short positions. Now, the Fintel data, the 13F filings, more of them are coming out yesterday, and we could see just incredibly bullish overall. Vanguard, BlackRock, Renaissance Technologies all increasing their positions, whereas Citadel decreased their share positions, but they did add to their call position and decrease their put position. So I think they're just trying to hedge out. They've definitely not covered on their short positions as of late. Now, as far as the actual dollar amounts, this is something to also be very excited about. $762 million worth of AMC that has been bought, $33 million worth that has been sold. These are ratios we've seen back in Q1 of 2021 before this big rally that happened in June of this year. So as far as the hedge funds are concerned, as far as the Ortex data, as far as the market sentiment today, how AMC is diverting the overall market and the option activity, I think we're setting up for AMC to see another big rally. But like I said, I cannot stress this enough. This is not saying to go out and YOLO a bunch of calls. Yes, I have been buying more shares, and that is the safest way to play this. That is just a fact. So that is really all you guys need to know from the data here. AMC still up 0.5%, just incredibly volatile as we do approach this $44 level. I think potential downside, if you're somebody that is worried about the downside here, about $40 is going to be a level of support, and then obviously $44 level of resistance. The fact that we are way closer to $44 than $40 is a good sign overall. So that's going to be all for this video. Drop that like on the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? What do you think about this volatility? What do you think about the next couple of weeks and to wrap up the rest of this year? Only about 45 days left of the year, so your opinions are very valuable to me. As well as that, as always, check out the links in the description for Public, for Webull, for Moomoo. All of those links do help support the channel, but it's a win-win for us. I get a small commission from referring you guys. You guys win because you get free money, and the company wins because they get a new client. And all of those brokerages are ones that I personally use, so check those out if you guys do want to, as well as the link for the buy and sell alerts if you guys want to be notified every time I make a trade in AMC or any other stock, option, and or crypto, whether it's a day trade, swing trade, or long-term investment. You'll be notified in real time. That is your way to get access to all of that information for a very low cost. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.